Walking through a party in the country jail, prison band was there and they began to wail. Band was jumping and the joint began to swing. Should have heard those knocked out jailbirds sing. Let's rock, everybody, let's rock. Everybody in the wholesale block. Everybody dancing to the jail. Was it dancing to the jailhouse rock? Spider Murphy played this tenor saxophone. Little Joe was blowing on the slide trombone. The drummer boy from Illinois went crash bam boom. The whole rhythm section was the Purple Gang. Let's rock, everybody, let's rock. Everybody in the wholesale block was dancing to the jailhouse rock. Number 47 said to number 3, "You're the cutest jailbird I ever did see. I sure would be delighted with your company. Come on and do the jailhouse rock with me. Let's rock, everybody, let's rock." Everybody in the wholesale block was dancing to the jailhouse rock. Sad sack was sitting on a block of stone, well in the corner weeping all alone. The warden said, "Hey buddy, why don't you be no square? If you can't find a partner, use a wooden chair. Let's rock, everybody, let's rock." Everybody in the wholesale block was dancing to the jailhouse rock. Shifty Henry said to Bugs, "For heaven's sake, no one's looking now, our chance to make a break." Bugsy turned to Shifty and said, "Nix, nix, I want to stick around while I get my kicks. Let's rock, everybody, let's rock." Everybody in the wholesale block was dancing to the jailhouse rock. Was dancing to the jailhouse rock. Was it dancing to the jailhouse rock? Was it dancing to the jailhouse rock? Was it dancing to the jailhouse rock? Jailhouse rock. Now that, I was curious as I was going over it, because the lyrics were rather complex for an Elvis song. And what I discovered is that these songs were written for a film of the same name, as a matter of fact, 1957. The story of a guy who goes to prison. He accidentally kills a man in a barroom brawl, goes to prison for 18 months for manslaughter. His cellmate teaches him a few chords on the guitar, and then he becomes a star once he leaves. So that's the story of that. But the lyrics were, the song was actually written by the songwriting team of Mike Stoller and Jerry Leiber. So that's why the lyric is a bit more complex. The chords are a bit complex as well. There are 4 chords as opposed to the general 3. Or no, there's more than that. There's 4, 5 chords. There's 5 chords. That's if you include the sliding the D sharp to E. I guess they play it up here. But I don't know, play it down here. It's a little bit easier. So that concludes my Elvis exploration for the moment. Does anyone have a deep cut Elvis song? I would be curious about that. Oh, my dad knows one. It's called Old. Oh man, it's like this crazy song about this dog. And it's called Old. What's the name of that song? It's not Old Yeller, something like that. It's anyway, it's about this dog, and it's quite surreal because you can't. I'll let you listen to it. I won't spoil it, but Old Shep, yes, 1956. And this was one of the first songs that he recorded, apparently. Anyway, it's a song about a dog, a man and his dog, and go listen to it, and then we can discuss. So I was watching the Elvis movie on the plane. Almost got through. I got to the part where he got his residency in Las Vegas land. And there's this one part where he's supposed to do a Christmas special, but these Hollywood producer types decide that would be a better idea to dress him up in leather and put him in the round or the square, sort of like a boxing ring shape, and do a television show. And In the film, they do these 4 songs. It's oh no, I'm gonna forget again. Okay, so I'll go backwards. Jailhouse Rock, Step on One, Blue Suede Shoes. First one was Heartbreak Hotel, and the second one was oh come on now, what can it be? You know, it's an Elvis song. It's got to be. It's just escaping me right now. It's Blue Suede Shoes? Yes, Blue Suede Shoes. So in the film, he plays those 4 in the succession, but in reality, he starts with other songs, and it's quite good. It's quite a good performance. I've noticed that yelling, or Elvis has got quite a scream. You know, he's got a rock voice. So he's like, yeah, and so forth. And I was thinking, I remember seeing a interview with the bassist for Nirvana, Christ Novoselic, and he said that Nirvana had a gimmick. I guess their gimmick was smashing up their gear. They would go to the local pawn shops and get the cheapest instruments they could find and smash them up on stage. That was their gimmick to get noticed. And I think Elvis's gimmick was his crazy dancing, which by today's standard is rather silly and tame. You know, have a look at it. You don't really know what's going on, but apparently it was quite a sensation at the time. It actually got at him. That's why he went to, according to the film, I don't know if this is true, but that's why he went to the army, is because he was going to be arrested for being too lascivious, lewd, during a concert in Memphis, where he was thumbing in his nose, literally, at the authorities, who had warned him not to dance in that evil devil rock and roll, godless manner. And so he had a choice, and so they sent him off to the army for 2 years. Crazy, huh? Like right in the middle of his career, or right at the beginning of his career, just poof, 2 years frozen. Anyhow, I wasn't there. I'm not sure how it really went down. Quite a sensation, this young Mr. Presley. Anyhow, so excuse me if I didn't have that all together. I've been working all day on numerous things, including my website, paulbagnuolo.com. I'm going to have a new page up, the cardiovascular Vitruvian Man, pretty soon here. I got all the pieces. I just need to assemble them. And if you want to go visit that, and if you have any feedback or any questions, or if you want to order something, please feel free to do so. Anyway, thanks everyone for coming by, saying hi. If anyone's got any questions, I'm all ears. We got a couple minutes left here. Maybe what I'll do is read a bit of philosophy. Haven't done that in a while. Should we do guitars, or should we do the Warrior of the Light? Maybe we'll do half and half, huh? Zoom in, zoom out. When you're making an album and you have this group of songs, they're like what a newspaper photo looks like if you magnify it. All you see are dots. Everything seems to be unbelievably important in its own little tiny thing. Now that the album is done, I've been pulling back and zooming out and starting to see the picture. Tom Hamilton, Aerosmith. What instrument does Tom Hamilton play? I have no idea. The meaning of things differs when seen from close up or far away. Those who train to the black belt level here see as though with a zoom lens, able to move from telescopic detail to wide-angle perspective in an instant. One's lens must have the ability to see the smallest ant on the tree within the forest on the mountain range on the continent on the globe, and the globe within the universe. When little problems arise in your playing, widen your lens angle. If you miss a note, break a string, or can't find your tone, do not fixate on the problem. It's only one solo, one song, one gig in the great scheme of your path. Measured against the way, all problems seem small. Conversely, when you have trouble focusing, when too many things are on your mind, zoom in close. Perhaps you're nervous because your parents are in the audience for the first time, or the deadline for finishing your album is fast approaching. Put it out of your mind by finding the way in the smallest detail. Apropos, playing one note right now. Develop your sense of perspective. When everything around you looks like weeds, remember, from the heavens, all is a garden. Then get to weeding. Weeding, not reading. That's from Zen Guitar by a certain Philip Toshio Sudo. Hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did. I found it meaningful, as I have a number of items to put attention to, but as long as you just start weeding, start digging, start sowing, start planting, things will come to fruition. I'm hoping so. That's what's going on for now. I hope you all have a pleasant beginning of the week, because I know I am, even though I haven't slept for almost 24. I might make it to 20. Oh, yeah, 24. 24 hours and 15 minutes. Ciao.